Trisha Yearwood. Hey, Trisha. Come on in here. Welcome to our temporary studio. It's like a hole in the wall.
I know, but I just got to peek at what's coming.
Oh, it's pretty cool,
It's
huh?
very cool.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I hand built a whole new studio myself. I was in there all night last night.
I noticed that. I mean, I feel like you're very handy.
After the CMT, I saw you last night. Well,
I saw you last night. You didn't see me.
No,
I did
that's
see you.
not true.
I did see you. I saw your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Which
and
one?
I loved your shirt.
The support female.
Yes.
Thanks.
Support female artists.
That was written with Sharpie. People thought I bought that, and we wrote it with Sharpie. And I was looking to just dress comfortably and send a message.
And you did both.
Thank you.
And you should do some more of those and just sell them out of the trunk of your car.
You know, if I had a trunk of a car, I might.
Well,
Got kind of a Jeep thing working. Let me say this about you.
say this about
Yesterday we were spending time together. You didn't even know it. I was flipping through the channels, and I ended up watching, I think, a marathon of your show. And I watched the one with you and Delilah.
me. Yeah.
And it was so good. And I love Delilah, too.
Her voice, man. And I know everybody makes her do the voice. You know, she does. Delilah. I said, do you talk to your kids like that? She's like, no.
Oh,
She's like, my kids are always like, why don't you use the nice voice with us? And I'm like, no.
When you introed her, even on the show, you were like, and here she is, Delilah.
Like, you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching, though. And I'm not a food cooker watcher.
You're not a food cooker watcher?
No,
It's okay. You don't have to be.
I don't know how to cook. I can make like 3 things, but I was watching your show. I was in it. You do a good show even for people that don't know how to cook.
Well, I don't do anything. I'm pretty much I'm a cook. I'm not a chef, so I do basic things, and I want people to feel like they could make it.
That's why I guess I didn't feel so stupid, because I was like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah. Are you good?
Yes.
I feel like, because we've been able to spend some time together, even a bit socially in the past few months.
Yes.
And we've been talking about, can't wait for the country song to come out.
And you're the guy who didn't want to hear it ahead of time and didn't want to hear it before it came out.
I didn't hear it
so
until this morning.
I know this. I'm excited. I mean, I couldn't even. It's kind of like Christmas. I couldn't sleep last night.
Really?
I really.
Still, even with
That's fun.
Even with everything.
It's like I was talking last night. I had the chance to be on that Tanya Tucker moment of Delta Dawn and standing there talking with Dina Carter and Carly Pierce, kind of these generations of women. And Dina and I were talking about that, about feeling like just so lucky to be here and doing this. And so I'm giddy. Like, I was in the car driving over here listening to you talk about Friends, and I was like, play the song, because I want to hear it in the car.
Oh,
I haven't heard it in the car yet, so
And
that
you
will be the
text me
true.
every time you're in the car, you text me. I'll play it every time.
I'm gonna do it. I totally am, because I need to do it. I need to
will.
hear it in the car today. I need you to play it for me today while I'm in the car.
So what's up? Like, tell me about the song. Like, why that song?
You know, it's interesting. I guess I started looking for songs about a year ago, and I really didn't have an agenda. Didn't have a plan. I just really wanted to make a country record. It had been a minute, and I just wanted to find songs I loved. And this is one of the first songs I heard, and I just liked it. It kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first heard, like, She's in Love with a Boy. Like, I didn't have you never know what's going to happen with a song. You just know you have to love it, and I just liked it. And then after I finished the record and I kind of played it for my little Team TY, it just kind of emerged. Everybody said, this is the one. Like, this is what we need to start with. It's a girl power song, but it's not a preachy thing. It's just saying we're all in this together. And I love that you got this, baby. So what if you don't line? That's like that sold the song for me. I'm like, sometimes you are on your A game and sometimes you aren't, and it's okay.
Well, there's power.
Love it.
I hear it. I feel power.
Cool.
It's not just for girls. It's for guys who are almost girls too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You're in every girl.
I am.
He can relate.
I'm gonna get a Sharpie, make you a shirt that says that.
And I'm also in every girl. Yes,
are?
thank
Yeah.
you. Trisha Yearwood's here. Okay, so a couple stories. One, we were in Los Angeles and we were all hanging out in a room back, and you had a coffee.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And Trisha has it's a new coffee. It's a fresh coffee. It's a full coffee.
It is.
And Trisha hits it with her knee and it spills all over her everywhere.
Oh,
And it was the most boss move I've ever seen. She goes, whatever, and just wears the coffee. Like, didn't change. She was just like, you know what, this happens. And she wore the coffee the rest of the night. And I was like, you're the coolest person I've ever met.
Right.
Because
That does make you.
I'm gonna turn it into perfume. I think it's like,
Oh.
if I could wear coffee, it's not a bad idea actually, just to wear coffee.
she was like, I've spilled worse on me. I'm good.
That's
She
true.
never
True story.
changed. It was never a thing. Now, my moment was Trish came over to the house and we were talking about like some early stuff in her career. And I read this thing on a piece of paper and I was like, I don't know how to bring this up because I feel if I'm not knowledgeable in an interview, that's on me. Like, I feel like I'm the best interviewer. Like, I have a confidence in that.
You're very prepared. You know your stuff.
Very prepared.
Yes.
And, like, I understand music parts of things that just, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go for it. I didn't know this about Trisha, and I feel stupid for not knowing. And I was like, so when you were in the Air Force, and she was like, I was never in.
But actually, when he first said it, he's like, "So you want to be an agent?" And then when that didn't work out, and then you, of course, you served in the Air Force, and I'm like, looking at him like, why is he messing with me? Like, what is Bobby doing right now? I'm like, I don't know if he's just like punking me or what.
I wasn't. It was just false information online, and I felt so
False
dumb.
information online said that she was in the Air Force.
And when I got home, I looked it up, and it is in a couple of places, and I'm like, dude, like who does that? Who puts that kind of information out? So it's not your fault.
It is.
You did your research. It was
is.
there.
I should have like looked in your window before you came over and seen.
You should have looked for my military photo.
Where did you serve?
So you're gonna go today because it's CMA week here in Nashville. So what? I'm always curious what superstars do during CMA week.
Well, it's been a while since I've been a big part of CMA week. I mean, I've come and done some stuff, one or two things, but this week has really been with a new single for the first time in a long time is making the rounds. And basically, like I've always done, it's like wherever you guys want me to go, I'm going. Like whatever needs to be done. So, and then the thing is that you're singing. This song is really a rangy song. It's really low and really high. And so my whole thing is just usually by the time you get to performing it somewhere, you're so exhausted and you're sick and you can't really sing. So I'm like, I just have to keep it together for a couple more days because we're singing it today a few times. And we did it acoustically yesterday for something that we were filming. And that was really the first time I had really performed it, and it was really cool. So I don't know. We're everywhere today.
Do you know all the words?
I do.
Yeah, you know, like by heart.
Yeah, I do. I know them all.
We were talking, and when you did the Frank Sinatra record, it's a lot of songs, and you can't mess up those words.
Yeah, no, and they're clever and inner rhymes and all of that. And after I recorded that album, I started working on this record, and so I kind of went away from it. And when I performed it live for the first time, that afternoon, I think I told you, I was like, I mean, they all laughed. That song in particular has like 1,000 words, and I'm like, and it's all these little stories, and I'm just like, I'm gonna mess this up. This is different though. This has been about a year of working on it and really listening. And usually when I'm done with the record, I kind of put it away, but so far I just keep listening. So we have 14 songs on the record coming out in the fall, and I love every one of them. So.
Which led to my next question, and you answered that. I have two other questions then. She's answering all my questions for me. It's like we're the Abbott and Costello of country music. You predict me before I get there. Okay, two things. One, did Amy, you and your daughter,
Yeah.
did they reach out?
Well, I don't know.
Yes, you are. You
We
are.
are in the video.
You're in the
We
video.
made the cut. Yes.
So what does that mean?
Okay. Well, we're every girls.
You're every girl.
Yeah.
So there's a lyric video that's came out this morning, and it is it's photographs of every girl, and so a lot of this is myself, and I picked pictures of me from childhood on that are not like the pose cute pictures. I posted the really goofy pictures of myself. And some cute ones, and some really bad school photos, and my sister and my friends, and just every girl. So it's kind of we're hoping that this is going to be the first, and then the video we shot with also some friends and family. We're hoping to to be continued. So every girl could continue, and I would actually like to see an every girl video that's all guys.
I was going to say, we need to
add one
add
for
Bobby.
middle that's almost a guy, but not quite a girl? Like
Yeah.
in that weird
Yeah.
purgatory.
Yes,
I don't quite know.
totally.
And Amy's in the lyric video? Or is
Yes,
it-
she's in the lyric
we're
video.
in Stashira, yeah. So we're every girl. She's gonna. I didn't know. I mean, I haven't really told her. So now that I know that it's up, I'll show her. It
it came out today.
It came out today. So I'll show Stashira, and I'll be like, "You're in a music video," because she changes all the time what she wants to do when she grows up. Like it's been, doctor, singer, actress. Like I don't even know where she hasn't stuck on anything. But I'll be like, "Well, now you're in a music video.
Now you can be every girl when you grow up.
You're every girl.
That's right.
Whatever you
She's
want to be.
already every girl.
Yes.
That's cool.
Trisha Yearwood's here. One other thing. The story about the airplane and the person underneath your seat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through that?
I can walk you through it. So this was in the early 90s, and I was on the road. I had celebrated my birthday in Reno, Nevada. I had a show that night, and I had some tequila, and I was a little bit hungover, and but I was sitting in first class, and the only person in overalls in first class, and I was kind of it was early. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there, and the plane's starting to leave the gate, and I hear underneath my seat this pounding, and I hear help me, and I'm thinking, I mean, I'm not that hungover. Like there's something,
Right.
And I don't drink tequila anymore. Can't do it. But so I'm looking around and nobody's really doing it. And then I'm thinking, well, I am crazy because no one's really noticing. And then I hear it again. And then some people are kind of looking around and almost like laughing a little bit like this is a joke or something. But it sounds like it's right underneath my seat and it sounds serious. And about that time, the flight attendant is walking by to make sure everybody's buckled in. And I just said, I think someone's underneath the plane. Like, I don't know, something's going on. And then he did it again and she heard it and stopped the plane, went back to the gate and opened up the bay, and I saw him just fly out the underneath where the baggage was. So I don't know. I don't know if he was loading baggage by himself. I don't know if somebody forgot he was in there. I don't know if he ticked off his buddy that he was working with. I don't know what happened, but I think he probably owns the airline now. But
well, and that guy, Garth Brooks.
And that's how they met.
Yeah, and I'm like, I like that guy.
He's a cute one. Listen, you know I love you, right?
Yes, I do.
You do. You can come back here, and I told you this last time. Whenever you want.
I love you too. I'm going to call you. You're going to be sad you gave me your number.
No, I'm not. Maybe, but
maybe
still,
it could happen. It could happen.
Nah.
Trisha Yearwood is here. I'm so happy you have new music out, and when you get the record, come on back.
I will, and thank you for having me always.
And I also am a big Lizzo fan. I saw that you love Lizzo's music.
Obsessed.
It's just different. Like that whole record. It's like, what in the world is she? Oh wow, she's doing. That's so different.
So different, and so again, we're talking about kind of girl power, like just so positive. It all makes you just feel good about yourself and feel like the possibilities are endless. We just did a photo shoot for the album cover whenever it comes out, and I played Lizzo all day. Because I was like, I want to hear this music that makes me feel like I can do anything. And it was really cool.
Very empowering.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Throw that on if you ever got to do something like.
Yes, we did a shot in an old time phone booth, and she has a song called "Where the Hell My Phone," and that's pretty much the whole lyric. And so that's the name of that whole setup now.
Trisha Yearwood is here, and now Trisha Yearwood is leaving. But I'll see you Sunday at Nissan Stadium.
Yes,
And then-
I will see you then. You'll be in the same outfit.
As always. And I see you every night when I close my eyes.
Aww,
When I go to dream.
it's not true, but
That's
it's
right.
so nice
Okay,
of you to
it
say.
is nice. It is not true. All right, there she is. Trisha Yearwood, everybody.
Feel so